What's up, guys? I'm starting a new series every Wednesday. I'm going to pick who I think is going to win in the NFL every week. So starting off Thursday night game, my Washington Redskins at the New York Giants. The Redskins have a very good running game and an improved defense from last year. The Giants do still have good wide receivers, but their defense is probably going to struggle against the run. So I'm going with the Redskins for this pick. Alright, next pick we have the Falcons at the Cowboys. Cowboys have lost a lot of key starters in their game. The Falcons are 2-0 versus the NFC East, so I think they are going to be 3-0. Julio Jones is going to make plays, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons this pick. Alright, we have the key matchup rivalry, Saints versus Panthers division matchup. The Panthers are looking pretty good this year, while the Saints are not looking too good again this year. Drew Brees is a day-to-day condition. I'm thinking the Panthers have home field advantage, and I think the Panthers will win this game, but it will be a close game. Alright, now we have the Jets hosting the Eagles. The Jets show that they are not a bad team, destroying the Colts Monday Night Football, and the Eagles are 0-2. Nobody expected that to happen, but so far it's not playing out for the Eagles. Their quarterback position is not very good. Jets are going to swarm the quarterback, and I think the Jets will win this game. Alright, we have the Bucks at the Houston Texans. J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, Vince Wilfork versus the young quarterback, Jameis Winston, #1 overall pick. Is not looking too good for Jameis Winston. I'm pretty sure that the Texans will beat the Bucks, and I think J.J. Watt will have 3 sacks during this game. Now we have the Vikings versus the San Diego Chargers. AP has not been doing too good, so Teddy Bridgewater will have to be throwing it a lot to his playmakers at his wide receiver position. On the other side, San Diego has been doing pretty well. They have a pretty good defense this year, and I think that this will be a close game, but the San Diego Chargers will win this game. Now we have the Rams hosting the Steelers. The Rams did beat the Seahawks but lost to my Redskins, so it seems like they beat good teams, lose to bad teams. The Rams still have a very good defensive front against the Steelers. The Steelers are going to be throwing it for a lot of yards against the Rams secondary, so I have the Steelers winning this one. Sorry, Rams fans. Now we have the New England Patriots hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. New England's a pretty hard place to play. Jaguars did have a good game against the Miami Dolphins, but I do not think that their defense will hold up against Tom Brady, Gronk, Julian Edelman, and all their playmakers. But I think the Jaguars will put up a little fight. The Patriots will end up winning this game, though. A nice rivalry matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens. Ravens have home field advantage, which will do a key factor in this game, but the Bengals do have a very good offense. Ravens, key loss, Terrell Suggs out for the season. I do think that the Bengals will win this game, but the Ravens, they could surprise me. I have no idea. We have the Browns hosting the Raiders in this matchup. It's going to be a pretty good game between them. It's going to be pretty close, I'm thinking. Johnny Manziel versus Derek Carr. Actually, Manziel's not playing. You have Josh McCown back in from his concussion. So Derek Carr will throw it to Amari Cooper. I'm saying Amari has a career game, and I think the Raiders will win this one. Now we have the Indianapolis Colts at Tennessee. Tennessee Titans with Marcus Mariota. They're looking pretty good this season. He definitely has lots of potential. On the other side of the ball, Colts QB Andrew Luck's not looking too good this season, but I think he might be able to turn it around with T.Y. Hilton throwing it to him, and I think Frank Gore will have a nice game as well. So I'm going with the Colts this game. We have the Arizona Cardinals versus the San Francisco 49ers. I think that the San Francisco 49ers do have a pretty good team, but against the Arizona Cardinals defense, Pat Pete really stepping up, Tyrann Mathieu, and the defensive line is going to be very good. So I'm going to have to go with the Arizona Cardinals this game. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams are 0-2, I believe. The Seahawks aren't doing too well this season, but I think they will get their running game up, and Russell Wilson will have a nice game against the Chicago Bears. This game probably will be a blowout, but I'm going with the Seahawks. And now we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. Miami Dolphins came off a loss against the Jaguars, while the Bills came off a loss against the Patriots. But the Bills did put up a good fight against the Patriots. I'm thinking the Bills will win this one against the Dolphins. Now we have Lions hosting the Broncos for Sunday Night Football. Broncos could easily be 0-2, but they're 2-0 because they're getting lucky against the Ravens and the Chiefs. But the Lions, they're 1-1. They still have playmakers. Matt Stafford's doing pretty good. Calvin Johnson. I think the Lions defense will have a good game against Peyton Manning. And I think the upset of the week goes with the Lions versus the Broncos. Alright, last matchup of the week. Kansas City Chiefs at Packers Stadium. I think the Packers have good home field advantage because that place gets really loud. The Chiefs came off of a horrible loss against the Broncos. They easily could have won that game. Poor Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to do better this game, but the Packers, with their home field advantage, will do better, and they will beat the Chiefs, but it'll be a close game, I think. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, and if you do have some love-hate against my picks, go ahead and comment down below what you think they should have been. Thank you guys for watching this video, and have a nice day.